Welcome to the Arabic classes. Today I'll teach you about different types of the weak verb. In previous unit of the same lecture, you have learned about huruf al-illah, or which are called the weak letters, and whenever this weak letter comes in a verb becomes weak verb. So, as you know, there are three weak letters in Arabic language. They are alif, waw, ya. I'll give an example. For qala, yaqulu. There are various and multiple examples, but I'll give you today only few examples. The first one is qala yaqulu. You may repeat with me, qala yaqulu. In this example, the weak letter is alif in qala and waw in yaqulu. And the second example is nala yanalu. In this second example, the weak letter is alif in nala and alif in yanalu. If we move to third example is masha yamshi. Here you can see in masha, ya is written without dots, so we call it alif, and in yamshi, the weak letter is ya. And the fourth example is rama yarmi. This example is similar to masha yamshi, and the meaning of qala yaqulu is to say, nala yanalu to get, masha yamshi to walk, rama yarmi to throw. So now you have learned alif, waw, ya are three different weak letters. Whenever these weak letters come in a verb, the Arabic word becomes the weak verb. Earlier I have told you types of verbs. So as we know, there are 28 letters in Arabic language: alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, kha, dal, zal, ra, dha, sin, shin, swad, dad, to, zo, ain, ghain, fa, qaf, kaf, lam, mim, noon, waw, ha, ya, and hamza. So out of these total 28 letters, there are three which are called in fact the weak letters. So I'm giving you three different examples of three types of verbs. There could be a variety or list of verbs where hamza comes in those verbs. So those verbs are called a verb having or consisting of hamza. For example, akhadha ya'khudhu. Akhadha, hamza, kha, zal. Ya'khudhu, ya, hamza, kha, dal. So here in this example, hamza is coming beginning, and in second example could be sa'ala yas'alu. Sa'ala, sin, hamza, lam, yas'alu, to ask. And third example could be qara'a yaqra'u. Qara'a, qaf, ra, hamza. Hamza is in the end. Now there is one more example where there is no hamza, where there is no vowel later, alif, waw, ya. That could be dhahaba, jalasa, kharaja, no hamza and no vowel letter. If a vowel letter comes, which could be out of three, alif, waw, ya, the verb will be called the weak letter. Now, as I have told you in the beginning today, I'll tell you in detail about the types of weak verb. On the basis of location of the weak letter in a particular verb, we can say that this verb could be divided into 5 types. For example, the weak letter comes in beginning, in the middle, or at the end. So if a letter comes in the beginning, it is called in Arabic mithal. You may repeat with me: mithal, mithal, mithal. So this is first category, mithal. Mithal is a verb where the weak letter is coming in the beginning. For example, wahaba, waza'a, wasafa, waqa'a. In all these examples, you may see that the waw letter is coming in the beginning. The first letter is waw. As we know, and you have been told earlier, Arabic word is made of certain root letters which are called radical letters. So there are generally 3 radicals in a verb. For example, the first example I gave you, wahaba, waw. This is weak letter. Ha, ba. These 2 remaining letters are not weak, and also they are not hamza. So this example is free from hamza, but it has a weak letter. That's why it is called a weak verb. Wahaba, yahabu. So whenever there is a weak letter in the beginning of a verb, or we may call it, if radical first is a weak letter, that verb will be called mithal. Memorize with me. Repeat and you can memorize. Mithal, 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 mithal. So mithal is a weak verb where first radical is a weak letter. For example, wahaba, wasafa, waqa'a, waza'a. Wahaba, to gift; wasafa, to describe; waqa'a, to happen; waza'a, to put. There is a possibility that a weak letter may come in the middle of the verb. For example, qala, ba'a. In these 2 examples, qala, alif is coming in the middle. So the radical, second radical of qala is a weak letter. That's why we call it ajwaf, 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 ajwaf. Repeat with me so that you may memorize. Ajwaf, ajwaf. Definition of ajwaf is any Arabic weak verb where second radical is a weak letter is called ajwaf. Now, as I have told you, there would be only 3 radicals most of the time for any given verb or for any given form of any verb. Radical 1, second, third. If first radical is weak letter, the verb will be called mithal, and if second is weak letter, the weak verb would be called ajwaf. But if the weak letter comes in the end of the weak verb, it would be called naqis. So now you must have understood that if third radical is a weak letter, the verb will be called naqis. For example, maza yamzi. Maza yamzi, it's very visible here. You can see ya is coming in the end. maza yamzi. Maza yamzi, masha yamshi. Maza yamzi, masha yamshi. So this is the example. Maza means to pass away and masha yamshi means to walk. So now you have learned three different types of the weak verb on the basis of location of a weak letter in a weak verb. The first one is mithal, and the second one is ajwaf, and the third one is naqis. Mithal, ajwaf, naqis. If I ask you what is mithal, you may say any weak verb in which the first radical is a weak letter is called mithal. If I ask you what is ajwaf, you may say any weak verb in which second radical is a weak letter is called ajwaf. If I ask you what is naqis, you may say any weak verb in which third radical is a weak letter, that is called naqis. So now we have discussed till today three different types of al-fi'l al-mu'tal, al-fi'l al-mu'tal, the weak verb. Mithal, ajwaf, naqis. Mithal, ajwaf, naqis. Repeat with me. Mithal, ajwaf, naqis. Mithal, where first letter is weak. Ajwaf, where second letter is weak. Naqis, where third and which is last one is weak. Now there is a possibility that a weak verb may have two weak letters. I'll repeat. There is a possibility that a weak verb may have two different weak letters at a time. And there is one more possibility that these two weak letters may come together or may come separately. Together example, tawa yatwi. Tawa yatwi. Here you can see waw and ya. These two different weak letters are coming together in a single verb, but both are coming together. There is no separator between these two letters. Tawa yatwi. Tawa yatwi means to fold. Tawa yatwi, to fold. So whenever a weak verb has two different weak letters, there is a possibility that these two weak letters may appear together or may come separately. For together, I have given you an example, that is, you may repeat with me, tawa yatwi. Tawa yatwi. Tawa yatwi. You may also note that there is a difference between pronunciation of ta and ta. Ta, ta. Here it is ta, not ta. Tawa yatwi. And this category is called lafif maqroon. Lafif maqroon. And whenever a weak verb has two separate weak letters, that is called lafif mafruq. For example, waqa yaqi, wafa yafi. Waqa yaqi, to protect, wafa yafi, to fulfill. In first example, waqa yaqi, waw and ya, these two are separated by a letter that is perfect letter, consonant, that is qaf. In wafa yafi, waw and ya both are separated by a consonant, that is fa. Waqa yaqi, wafa yafi. Now I'll repeat all five categories of a weak verb. They are مثال أجوف ناقص لفيف مفروق لفيف مقرون. Should I repeat? مثال أجوف ناقص لفيف مقرون لفيف مفروق. مثال a weak verb where or in which the weak letter comes in the beginning. Means the first radical, if a first radical is a weak letter, that verb is called mithal. If second radical is a weak letter, that verb is called ajwaf. If third radical is a weak letter, that verb is called naqis. For example, waqa, wafa. And now I'll move to two other categories, which are lafif mafruq and lafif maqroon. Means a weak verb consisting of two different weak letters, but sometimes together and sometimes separately. If they are together, that category is called lafif mafruq. Sorry, if they are together, they are called lafif maqroon. Maqroon together. If they are separate, that category is called lafif mafruq. Now, I hope you must have memorized all 5 categories of a weak verb. These categories are on the basis of location of a weak letter within a weak verb. Now, possible derivations of a weak verb. For example, if I have a weak verb, what are the possible other things that we can derive from this particular verb? For example, you must have heard about mazi, you must have heard about muzare, perfect, imperfect. We call it mazi. Mazi means that has happened, that is perfect. Qaza, zahaba, sami'a. Sami'a, he heard. Qara'a, he read. Kataba, he wrote. All these different examples of mazi. Imperfect, muzare. Yazhabu, yaqra'u, yasma'u, all these muzare. Imperative, iqra, uktub, command, write, read. Ijlis, sit down. So all these different things. And now the fourth one, possible derivation is prohibitive. Don't go. La tadhab. Don't sit. La tajlis. Don't eat. La ta'kul. And fifth possible derivation is active participle, that is ismul fa'il. And the sixth one is passive participle, that is called ism al-maf'ul. For example, now I'll give you example of all these possible derivations from any given weak verb. For example, waza'a. Waza'a means to put something somewhere, to put. Waza'a, yaza'u, za, la taza', wazi'un, mawzu'un. So these are the different examples. And as you know, there are 3 possible categories. One is where first radical is weak letter. Second one, where second radical is weak letter. And third one, where third radical is weak letter. So the first example here is waqafa. And this category is called mu'tallul fa. Mu'tallul fa means where a weak verb where fa kalma, the first radical is weak. So the root word letters are waw, qaf, fa. Perfect waqafa. If you wish, I can give you complete conjugation. Waqafa, waqafa, waqafu, waqafat, waqafata, waqafna, waqafta, waqaftuma, waqaftum, waqafti, waqaftuma, waqaftunna, waqaftu, waqafna. So this complete conjugation, 14 moods of perfect. Now let's move to imperfect of same root. Yaqifu, yaqifani, yaqifuna, taqifu, taqifani, taqifuna, taqifu, taqifani, taqifuna, taqifina, taqifani, taqifna, aqifu, naqifu. Now prohibitive, la taqif. Imperative, qif. Active participle, waqifun. Passive participle, mawqufun. So you have seen here right now, from one weak verb, there is a possibility to derive so many different words. Now, I'll give you example of a weak verb in which second radical is weak letter, and this is called in Arabic mu'tallul ayn. Fa, ayn, lam. Fa is first radical, ayn is second radical, lam stands for third radical. So here ayn that comes in middle is weak letter, that's why we call it mu'tallul ayn. Example here is qala yaqulu. The root letters are qaf, waw, lam. Now I'll give you example of perfect qala. If I conjugate this qala, qala, qalu, qalat, qalata, qulna. Third person is over. Qulta, qultuma, qultum, qulti, qultuma, qultunna. Second person is over. Now I'll give you example of first person. Qultu, qulna. Qultu, I said. Qulna, we all said. So this was conjugation of perfect. Now imperfect. Imperfect is yaqulu, yaqulu, yaqulani, yaquluna, taqulu, taqulani, yaqulna, taqulu, taqulani, taquluna, taqulina, taqulani, taqulna, aqulu, naqulu. Since this verb is commonly used, I'll translate each and every mood of this conjugation. Yaqulu, he says. Yaqulani, they two say. Yaquluna, they all say. Taqulu, she says. Taqulani, they two female women, they say. Yaqulna, they all women say. Taqulu, you one man, you say. Taqulani, you two men say. Taquluna, you all men say. Taqulina, you one woman say. Taqulani, you two women say. Taqulna, you all women say. Aqulu, I say. Naqulu, we say. Now I'll move to imperative example and prohibitive from same root. Perfect was qala. Imperfect became yaqulu. Qala, qaf, alif, lam. Yaqulu, waw is there. Now see qul. There is no weak letter in this example. Why? I'll give you a reason. I will tell you in detail about the reason why is it happening. But now you just can see the changes which are happening, taking place. Qala, yaqulu, qul. In qul there is no weak letter, but still it belongs to the same category. Because originally the radicals consist of a weak letter. Prohibitive, la taqul. An active participle, qailun. And passive participle will be maqulun. As I have give you examples of mu'tallul fa, where first radical is weak letter. Mu'tallul ayn, where second radical is weak letter. Now I'll give you example of third and last radical is weak letter, mu'tallul lam. Rama yarmi, irmi la tarmi, ramin marmin, marbijun. Rama, perfect, he threw. Yarmi, he throws, imperfect. Irmi, imperative, throw. Prohibitive, don't throw. And active participle, ramin. Passive participle, marmijun. Now I'll give you example of remaining two categories, which are lafife mafruq and lafife maqroon. So here example of waqa. First I'll give you example of waqa. This is lafife mafruq, where two different weak letters are coming but separately. Now see, perfect is waqa. If you move little ahead, you can see waqa yaqi, imperfect, and then there is qi, only one letter, qi, only one letter, qi. And this is example of imperative, and prohibitive is la taqi, and the active participle waqi, and the passive participle is mawqiyun. So I have given you example of lafife mafruq. Now I'll give you example of lafife maqroon. Lafife maqroon is a weak verb where two different weak letters are coming, but both are coming together. For example, perfect, tawa. Tawa means twofold. Imperfect, yatwi. Imperative, itwi. Prohibitive, la tatwi. Active participle would be tawin or tawi, with ya, without ya. I'll give you reason why I'm writing. I have written here, I'm telling you that one is without ya, another is with ya. There is a reason. You will know it later. Passive participle is matwiyun. As-sama'u matwiyatun. Now, there are two different types of verb patterns. First one is primitive trilateral pattern, and the second one is derived trilateral pattern. Primitive trilateral pattern is called in Arabic al-fi'l al-thulathi al-mujarrad, where all three radicals are intact and everything is as it is. So they are 6: zahaba, sami'a, hasiba, fataha, karoba. And from all these patterns, you will find a weak verb. And there is another category that is called derived trilateral patterns, means all three radicals are there, but something else has been added to that pattern. So that is called derived trilateral pattern, and in Arabic we call it al-fi'l al-thulathi al-mazid fi. And I'll give you example of these pattern. For example, there is taf'il. Example for you, Arabic weak verb is wahada. Mufa'ala is a pattern. Fa'ala yufa'ilu mufa'alatan. And we give you example, wasala yuwasilu muwasalatan. If'al, af'ala yuf'ilu if'al, awqada yuqdi iqad. Tafa'ala, tafa'ul, tawajjuh. Tafa'ul, tawarud. Infi'al. There is one more example, ifti'al, that is ittazana, istif'al, istawqada. So, before concluding today's lesson, I will revise, and I would request you to repeat with me so that you may memorize everything from today's lesson. On the basis of location of weak letter, in a weak verb, weak verbs could be divided or are divided into 5 categories. One is where first radical is weak letter, that is called mithal. The second one, where second radical is weak letter, that is called ajwaf. Third one is where the third letter is weak letter, that is called naqis. Now, there is a possibility of having two more than one or say two weak letters in a verb, if they are coming together, they are called lafife maqroon. If they are coming separately, they are called lafife mafruq. Thank you so much.